I got my man Steve Fuller. We're going to be talking about Blur. And if I tell you it's hot, the joint is fire. Hip Hop Gamer, you already know what it is, man. Let me tell you right now, I just finished playing the game. And the most amazing thing about the game is like the way they did the power-ups. It's like, it's one of those games that you never will get tired of it because there's so much variety in each race. How was you able to pull off a game with such versatility? It's amazing, man. Blur is crazy. Like, talk to me about it.
Yeah, I mean, with Blur, one of the things we really wanted to do was make a racing game that people could just pick up and play, right? You don't got to worry about hitting the turns right. You don't got to worry about tweaking your car, tweaking the downforce, all these crazy terminology, right?
Arcade at its best.
Exactly, arcade, right? So we want to make it you can pick up and play. The power-ups just help us do that, right? So pick it up. The power-ups make sure you're always in the race, whether you're hitting people with the shunt, dropping lines behind you, hitting the nitro. It just makes it fun for everyone. You don't have to know anything about cars, you still pick it up for the blast.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if you realize what you guys just created, but let me tell you this. You know that game Wipeout, right? Okay. Wipeout, you know, you got the hovercrafts and you got power-ups. Imagine Wipeout, but in cars, like 10 times better. Alright? That's what Blur is. Just to give you an idea of why you need to get the game. It's that incredible. Now, the online, having power-ups like this should make the online fierce. So what's some of the online features you bring into this game?
Yeah, so for Blur, the online is pretty crazy, right? So you got 20-person online multiplayer, so you and 19 other people beating the crap out of each other. It's really fun. But if you don't have Xbox Live, that's cool, right? You can still sit at home, you got 4-player split screen.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
You know, it's good to see developers still caring about that. Because a lot of times, I mean, online is great, but we got friends that don't all live in California or somewhere else. You got friends that's next door that want to come and play with you too. So to have that in there is very important. I'm glad you guys decided to put that in there. Now, as far as, you know, having 20 players online, what's some of the like game types or game stipulations you're adding to this to make the online that much more better?
So the online's pretty cool. So what we have is a custom race mode, a custom race editor, right? So when you want to do your online races, you can sit down, you can actually create your own race type, right? You can change like how many power-ups, you can turn all the power-ups off if you want.
Oh, word!
You can make it so it's only nitro boosts, only mines. You can limit it to only certain types of cars. If you only want, like, let's say you only want Mustangs, right? You can have only Mustangs.
What? Oh, yeah, let me tell you what you just did again. If you turn off the power, like if you turn the power-ups off, that means you got to show more skill instead of getting lucky. So that right there is incredible too. So it changes the way you play. Also, with the whole Mustang thing, you got people that's fan of certain cars, and you got friends that talk about certain cars. And if you can set it like that, it's the options that also make this game amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that right there stands out. Now, as far as like some of the like power-ups and everything, and like, you know, the electric, you know, shots and stuff like that. Does this game has like some sort of like single-player mode where like these things that, you know, be used against you, or, you know, you gotta try to get through the race? Like, is there a story mode to it or anything for the single player?
Yeah, there's definitely a story to it. It's nothing heavy-handed, it's nothing crazy, right? But it's basically the game starts off with you and a small group of friends. You guys are just meeting up, racing, having fun, right? Okay. You start meeting new people. These people will invite you to other races. They're going to introduce you to more people, and it's going to grow into this worldwide like racing phenomenon. And the way this is all done is in the single player, you have like this social network interface. So think like you know, some of your favorite social networking websites. I'm not going to name names, but
come on, man. You know you got Facebook, Twitter, Facebook.
Exactly. See, so you're familiar with it, right? So it's the same thing. You got your friends list. You got these friends sending you text messages, emails.
What?
Hey, dude.
Alright, hold the belt. You gotta hold the belt on that one. So you gotta spin the belt on this one, son. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh my God. Now, let me tell you, I know what he's talking about. When I was playing the game, they have like a board, and it says new member, and you see people talking trash to one another, just like a friends list. So, yo, you guys are off the hook.
And stuff's seamless too. So like you got the single player, when you go into online, it's the same thing. All the computer controlled friends drop out, all your real life friends drop in, you can do the same thing. Send messages back and forth, be like, yo, I want to meet up on Thursday. Let's all do this custom racing mode that I just set up on Thursday. All your friends are like, what? You guys meet up, you do the race.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you right now, the most amazing thing to me about Blur, and why I'm happy to see Blur, is the fact that Blur was once a Microsoft title. I'll give you an example. You know, Project Gotham was there. Now you have Blur coming from the same creators.
Exactly.
Now I'm like, now the game is multi-platform, PS3 owners can get used to it. So, like, how is it, like, what gave you guys the idea to come up with a game that's so much different from Project Gotham? You know what I'm saying? You got rid of the kudos and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? You got this brand new franchise, which is amazing. What geared the change?
So what Bizarre really wanted to do was, Project Gotham was a great series, right? They had great success with Project Gotham Racing, but it's a simulation racing game at its heart, right? So what Bizarre did was say, hey, what about all these other people that don't play racing games? How come they don't play racing games, right? A lot of times it's because it's really frustrating, right? It's a lot of memorization. You got to know a lot about cars. There's a lot of terminology you got to know. They wanted to go, you know what? Forget all that. Let's make something fun, easy for someone to pick up. I might really like simulation racing games, right? But let's say you're my friend, you come over, you don't really like it, right? Normally we wouldn't be able to play. But I'd be like, hey, I got this game Blur, sit down, you don't know anything about cars. And you'll still be able to pick it up, have a good time. We'll use power-ups, we'll beat each other up. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. So I'm telling you right now, they got the mojo up on this one, yo. I'm telling you, it's crazy right now. So I just want to say, one love, God bless. That was Blur. Make sure you go out there and pick it up. When can we expect Blur, man?
So Blur's coming out this fall, 360, PS3, and PC.
A word, I got 3 platforms to choose from, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get the PS3 version and stuff like that. But now the reason why, I'm going to tell you the reason why. I got to get the PS3 version because I have some PS3 friends on my list that talk a lot of shit. So I definitely got to get this one and pick it up and, you know, do damage to y'all. But make sure you go out there and support the game, support the consoles. It's crazy right now. That was Blur. And from what you heard already, when the game comes out, it's going to be even better. Because what I played wasn't even finished yet. It's crazy, man. So one love and God bless, man. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I'm out. General news, dog. It's poppin', man. Check this out. Rock band.